Oh, damn it. All set. Hi fellas, hi ladies, welcome to a piece of online content. Today I wanted to talk about something that's probably a little bit present in your lives, and very, very present in lives like mine and your other fellow creators. Online sponsorships! As many of you are probably aware, the environment of YouTube and advertising shifted kind of last year as the adpocalypse happened, and many people, including myself, could start to not really rely on YouTube ads themselves to pay the bills, and had to shift, unfortunately, towards implementing more sponsorships from companies, brands, and all the likes on their YouTube videos. It's never fun to have to sell anything to anybody. In fact, it makes me feel like when I was back in middle school and I had to sell pizza kits for my cross-country team so we could all get sweatpants. First of all, why are you buying sweatpants? It's a cross-country team. Second of all, who the hell wants a pizza kit? It was a Little Caesars pizza kit. You got the crust and the sauce and the cheese and shit, and you could make like 3 pizzas for like $25. Why? If you're shelling out that much money for pizza you have to make yourself, and it's from Little Caesars? What are you doing, guy? Anyway, everybody knows it's not fun to have to push things on other people. Now, in my experience, I've had a pretty generally, time working with brands. There have been many brands that have been pretty unreasonable and out of touch and very greedy and selfish with their demands and what they want for the promotion. But there have been a couple brands that have been very, very cool. If you want to know, honest to God, the best brands that I've worked with personally, they've been Incense Zen, Munch Pack, SeatGeek, and Dollar Shave Club. But of all the brands that do business on YouTube, by far the worst, most cancerous, negative, selfish, unrealistic, just downright stupid companies on YouTube are mobile games. You guys got mobile phones? Do you like your cellular mobile devices? You want to play some fun activities on there? Well, let me tell you a little bit about mobile game companies and their presence in the YouTube world. Now, just looking at you guys, I can tell that generally speaking, you seem to be a classy bunch of people. I bet that generally speaking, you watch comedy channels, maybe a little bit of commentary, maybe a bit of lifestyle stuff that's done well and isn't predatory. So most likely you haven't been exposed to some of these very cancerous mobile game ads from some of your favorite creators. But if you have ever seen a mobile game ad on any YouTube video, I guarantee you that it has gone almost exactly the same way every time. So what I have done just for you today is collect a series of emails that I've received from mobile game companies over the years. I've reached out to other YouTubers who have received emails from mobile game companies over the years, and I have compiled a general list of some of the things that mobile game sponsors want you to do for them on YouTube. What I find eerie is the fact that even though these emails come from a multitude of different companies, brands, games, and just people in general, almost every single promotion for a mobile game reads about the same. So, you're a YouTuber. Let's crack into what a mobile game company wants you to do for their brand. Now, I'm not going to be using the names of companies, apps, or other YouTubers that I've gathered information from or had firsthand experience with pretty clearly, because while I don't condone this, I don't exactly have the money or the clout to shit down the throats of every big company in the world. Let's start with some promotion that I myself have admittedly done for a mobile game app over a year ago. So I made one of my longer unconventional oven cooking videos, and I threw in the sponsorship for a mobile game about poker and gambling. You know, one of those things that your cigarette-ridden aunt plays so that she can win free tickets to casinos where she thinks she's getting more money than she's spending because they give her a free night and she'll drop $2,000 and then encourage you to come take bonus points and play with her and get free shit. You know, those apps. Just looking back in my Gmail history here, I noticed that this interaction was a 59 message email thread. That is 59 individual emails that were sent back and forth between me and the company to try to decide on what would work for us creatively and business-wise. Now, the only reason I was entertaining any sort of sponsorship, particularly from a mobile game company at that time, was clearly because I needed some extra cash, as many YouTubers find themselves in, especially growing and coming up as they start making their name on the platform. After 59 emails, here is what the company still insisted on getting from me for promotion. Let me know if any of these talking points sound familiar, or if you've heard one of your favorite creators talk like this in the past. To begin my video, this company wanted me to start right out of the gates with a 2 to 3 minute talking point about their ad. What is it? Of the roughly 500 videos that I've made, probably 10% of my catalog is even over 2 minutes. In all the talks that I have ever had with mobile game sponsorships, they will not fucking budge on the first 1 to 2 minutes, no exceptions. So, in these first 2 to 3 minutes, here's what I am supposed to be cramming down your slimy little consumer throat. I am supposed to tell you right out of the gates that I found this quote-unquote fun, exciting new app that I just can't get enough of. That sounds really genuine. You guys know me well. I talk like a 50s sitcom dad. Hey gang, why don't you hop in here? I found this nifty new app that I just can't get enough of. I am supposed to tell you 3 to 5 different features of the app that I specifically love. So for example, if I were talking about a poker game, I would say something along the lines of, hey guys, so I recently came across this cool new app called Gus's fucking Poker app. One of my favorite things about Gus's fucking Poker app is the 2v2 Texas Hold'em no limit double draw limit down poker tournaments. Guys, we're just having a casual conversation. The next item on the list after talking about the specific app features that I like is that I am supposed to tell a quote emotional and engaging story about how poker has influenced my life. What? An emotional and engaging story about how poker has influenced my life. Hey guys, so I just wanted to say that I was in a really rough place a couple of years ago, and I was living on my parents' couch, and I was 43 years old, and I didn't have any job, and I still wet the bed or the couch, I guess. But then my cousin Raj came to town and started inviting me to some black market backroom poker tournaments. And I risked it all, and I had to do a lot of really bad things for money. But then poker got my life back on track. So after you, the brain-dead, mindless consumer, just got done bawling your eyes out over my emotional and engaging poker story, I'm supposed to show you at least 1 full minute of gameplay of the stupid app. And again, this is basically every mobile game sponsorship. It's not just specific to this dumb poker app. So after you sit down and you're supposed to believe me, your reputable, trusted, loved creator, try to fucking bamboozle you like you're 3 years old and you don't know what an advertisement is, I'm supposed to just naturally and organically whip out the app and show it to your fucking dumb face and say, oh, remember that thing that you and me, buddy, we're buddies, we're just talking about naturally? Well, here's some gameplay of it. You guys want to see some gameplay? You guys like gameplay, don't you, you millennial bitch? I know the main focus of this video is to shit directly on the companies themselves for having unrealistic expectations, and my intent is to not condemn the creators who accept these. I've been in the position myself of needing a little extra influx of cash and doing what I had to try to make rent next month. But some of the people that end up going through with the ads, you can tell immediately that it's just the most horrible, fake, stupid way to implement a brand into a piece of content. Almost every single time they'll start off the video saying what they're going to be doing today, and then somebody else will grab the camera and they'll come in, like if it's in a garage, they'll come into the garage and their friend will come behind them and be like, with the camera, they'll say, hey Josh, you ready to get going? We're going to film that video today. And then I'll be Josh. Oh, hey Travis, I'm sorry, you must have caught me while I was off guard. You see, my life has basically been non-existent the last 2 weeks is I've been clinically addicted to this new Gus's fucking poker app. Oh, you're rolling right now, you say? Well, seeing as the camera's up and running, didn't know that's gonna happen. Anyway, let me just shift the phone here so you can see that I'm playing a double dip, dipstick, baby drop, pop, Doug, Dimmadome, Texas Hold'em, 2 for 2, Julian Smith app game right here. Is the 3 minutes up yet? Okay, well, thanks for stopping by the garage. That's just part of my life that's going on right now. Catch you later, bitch. This video's going off the rails. So, to wrap up this midlife crisis of a video, sponsorships are just something that's going to happen on YouTube. It's got to happen for your favorite creators so they can create the content that you want. It's part of the community now. I and many of my other creator friends are very appreciative of people being so accepting of the fact that most people can't really rely on the YouTube ad earnings fully, and they'll sometimes have to supplement income with sponsorships, especially the guys that make 30-second content that sometimes after hundreds of thousands of views you make $3. That is not an exaggeration. If you want to see even two creators that just kill it with their sponsorship game, look at like Drew Gooden and Eric Comment Etiquette are great examples of people that take this sponsorship and make content out of it. And one final note in a video where I complain about sponsorships is to mention yet again that the most dope and cool and completely apathetic hands-off company to ever do sponsorships with is incensezen.com. You want to go buy like 20 fucking incense sticks where you burn them and then they make your house smell really good? Go get 20 sticks for like $2 online. Use coupon code GUS for 15% off your order. I've been working with Incense Zen for well over a year and they do not give a shit about what you do or what you say. They don't even make me approve the videos before I post them. They don't care what I say. I've literally said in videos as a joke, fuck Incense Zen. And their rep goes, all right, great, that's good, I love it. They get it. They're a cool company, and if you want to support them, which does in turn support me financially and business-wise, then go to incensezen.com and you can use coupon code GUS at checkout. You get 15% off your order. So check out Incense Zen. If you want to make that stank, go down the sank. Thanks for watching the video and for supporting what I do. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter for updates about the channel and for new content and for some recycled old content that I'm trying to whore myself out on. So don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Be good to one another. And holy shit, Icy, would you fucking send me an email? Bye, boys.